So I have stuff from my last dive that's been soaking in vinegar this whole time, and I have stuff from my new dive. And this was the dive from Sunday, or most of it anyway. As you can see, you got some really big chunks of megalodon and a few other things that I'm going to start by putting into the vinegar, but I'm also taking stuff out from last time. And so far I've taken out a piece of, it's like a turtle breastplate. It's kind of clean. This horse tooth, and I've got like this little brush to try and get the rest of the flotsam, jetsam, like sand and stuff off of it. But I think I'm going to need something a little bit more serious here. So there's a horse tooth. And I also have up the sloth tooth that I got. I don't know if you remember how bad that was when I had it before I put it in the water, but this looks a lot better now. You can actually see more of it. I think that's the chewing surface right there. But this was a big sloth tooth, broken here. It's got a little bit, some stuff left on there. And so far I pulled out this antler base. I thought it was bigger than this, but I must have generally got most of the stuff off of that too. So let's see what else I'm going to pull out here. This is, oh, what's that? It's a Meg. This one I actually got on the latest dive. I just put it in there yesterday, so it might need some time. So, but this is one of the more whole Megs that I got when I was diving on Sunday. So yeah, that's going to need a lot more time, so I'll put that aside and I'll put that back in later. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got a really cool turtle shell piece. Get some of those concretions off of it. No, guess not. But all those other things are off. So, this cool edge of a turtle shell, tortoise or turtle. Another horse tooth. It's got sand stuff on it, so I'll get that off. But there's the chewing surface there. So, say with the sloth tooth, there's the chewing surface, and with the horse, there's a chewing surface. And this horse, there's a chewing surface, got some sand, concretion, or whatever on there. Let's see. I might just have to pour this solution out and replace it when I put that other stuff in. It might be easiest. Seems kind of silly. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but looks like a piece of... Jackson, go somewhere else. Just a plate, some kind of bone. Oh, okay. So I'm going to see if I can't just pour the solution out in a few different bottles and pour it back in after I get everything out. Make a mess. Definitely smells like vinegar in here. There we go. Okay. All right. The sun's going down, so I'm trying to get this worked out here. Okay. So this is the stuff I've pulled out so far. Now, got these little ones. So, just got some pieces, different pieces, smaller teeth, that I picked up. Nothing really spectacular. Got a cute little hemipristis right there. But they're clean now, so it's good. I'm going to pour everything back in here. Now I'm really going to make a mess. Okay. Bear with me. Oh, my casualties. Okay. All right. This was a silly idea. That was pretty. Too bad it was a part of a meg right there. I think I have several like this where it's just the blade and really cool mottled color. But I gotta find something else to pour this into. Hang on. Okay, so I need to make a funnel. Let me find some. What's that?
You've been fed.
Uh-oh.
Go away.
Whoops. These are a lot tougher than they look. And my razor is kind of old, so just bear with me. I guess I could have had all this stuff done by the time I got recording. Oh my god. Okay, got it. So I got my funnel. I'm just gonna start pouring the vinegar into the big bottle here. All right, so I got that for using later. John, there's something happening. Okay, so you know. There's smoke in the kitchen. Smoke in the kitchen. And fire on the stove. Okay. So, there's the goodies. Alright. Yeah. That smells awesome. Alright, so what do we got here? We got little teeth. This is a really nice big horse tooth, and that's the really good thing about having them soak in vinegar, because this stuff right here comes right off. That's what I like about my vinegar here. Well, it takes a little coaxing, but I think we can get this off. Ow, ow, ow. I mean, when in doubt, use a bullet. These are from, like, I think you said the 60s, either the 60s or the 40s. I don't know, found this on my dive too, but they used to, in Venice, they used to shoot into the ocean target practice and stuff, so brushing a horse's tooth. So yeah, that's a big old horse molar. Not the first I have, of course, but still really cool. You can see like the labyrinth of the chewing surface right there. It's kind of neat. So as far as my latest, oh yeah, here's another one. This one's a little bit more straight. This doesn't need a whole lot of cleaning. Whale tooth, got a nice little mako. See, ear bone. This is a different bone. These are two different bones that whales have. Theirs are different sizes, but generally they go together somehow. I don't know. I'm not an ear, nose, and throat doctor for whales, but that's a pretty color, huh? It's like purple. Let's see what else. Whale tooth. This would have been a nice little mako if it were full. Let's see, this is a weird mystery thing that we couldn't figure out. I think it's a whale tooth, but like has different colors now. Don't know what that is. Here's a little meg, probably the closest one that I got that was full. Little one. Well, there's that one too. Little ones. It's okay. I'll take little ones. Here's the base of an antler. I think. Maybe, I don't know. Could be a bone. Base of an antler. We saw that one already. These are the ones I've seen. The meg. Really nice little mako. I'm going to put this one aside. Nice mako. Mako? It mako my day. Hey, John. How much do pirates sell corn for? Ah, you've heard that one.
No, I kind of just... It sounds like something.
I just heard it for the first time today. I got so excited. Listen to the whale tooth here. I don't know if you can see it very well. My semipristus kind of busted. That's, yeah, essentially what I have. Nice this, nice that, nice kind of busted, you know. That's it. So this was really the star of the show of that dive. This was a really cool sloth tooth. And I just like looking at like the chewing surfaces that, you know, you kind of imagine the creatures that use this to chew up grasses and trees and stuff, and that's what they used to eat. So you got these little scratches on there from the last time that you ate, and I don't know, it's just really cool. Same with the horse teeth and everything. Okay, so now we're gonna put the next batch in. So we got this, you know, this is gonna be really interesting when I clean it up, because I think this is a mammoth molar, and it looks like just a chunk of rock, but you see here like the different colors in the enamel and the different layers. I think that once we clean this up, we'll start to see that it, you know, has more of a, you can find a grinding surface on there somewhere. So I'll put that in there. And then of course, where's that one that I had in there for a little while? It needs to go back in. Let's see. Oh, here. Yeah. This is meg I got on Sunday. It's going to need a little bit more love, I think. Still, maybe a few more days in the vinegar. It's really got a lot of stuff on it. So that's what happens when you're in the ocean that long. This one would have been nice, wouldn't it? Or this one. You know, with some nice teeth if they would have been whole. I think I remember being underwater and lifting this one up and looking at it and just being like, because it's not whole. And it's very heavy too, because look at how thick that thing is. These both are pretty hefty, but I'll clean them up because it's what I do. I wanted to see. Got this pretty shell, and I'm really happy that there wasn't anything living in it, because when you get nice shells like these and you turn it over, you see a creature in there. And obviously, if there's a creature in there, you don't want it, because it is actually illegal to pick up anything that's still alive. A lot of people do anyway. I do not. Because honestly, I don't want dead sea life just hanging out on my table, because it starts to smell. Anyway, that looks probably pretty familiar. We just cleaned up a few of these. You know, you see it when it's cleaned up, horse tooth, and when it's not. Hard to recognize, I know. But when you're diving, you see those lines in the sand, and you know, just grab it, you know, look at it later. Bless you. Here's another one to get a few. This was definitely a megalodon tooth at some point, but there's no more enamel. Oh, there's a little bit of enamel left right there. But you see the triangles in the sand, man. You go after them. Excuse me. This would have been a really nice little megalodon. It's got a very strange break point right here. You don't normally see that. It just makes it look kind of lopsided. But it's actually broken right there, which is a shame. Clean it up. This would have been a really nice mako, but of course it's broken. This is the upper jaw mako, and yeah, would have been nice, but there's not much enamel left on this. You can see it's shiny, but it's not that shiny. Picked up some bone. Not really sure if it's whale or mammoth. I just kind of liked how rectangular it was, and I always like how bone and fossilized bone sound against each other. They kind of make that tinkling sound. But yeah, I liked it, so I picked it up. I'll clean it off. This is a piece of a horse. If you can see what it looks like when it's cracked on the inside. Corner of a megalodon tooth. You can see the root right here, and then the blade right there. Clean that up for some reason. This is just like a piece of bone. I thought it might have been another sloth tooth because of how sharply it's broken right there. But I don't know, it could have been cut, polished, whatever. I'll clean it up. Another megalodon corner. There's a root right there, and then the blade. There's the blade. Alright, what is this? Nice big chunk of megalodon. There's another corner. Yeah, maybe it'll go with my other one. I never tried to put them together. Pretty close, huh? Pretty close. Maybe next time. See what my other one is. Not quite. Not quite. Would have been nice, but I'll clean those up anyway. Just to see all the cool colors and stuff. That's hard to even recognize, but it was a megalodon corner at some point. I probably won't even keep this because it's almost unrecognizable, but yeah, I know what it is. I know what it could have been. Oh, another one here. No enamel left. Kind of very interesting. The lines in it almost like wrinkles. I thought that was kind of cool, but just goes to show what a lot of beating up against the reefs will do to teeth. Okay, so now we got the smaller stuff, which means, you know, pieces of megs, of course. Smaller teeth like this. Half a meg. Bone. There's a little meg. It counts. Piece of mammoth molar. It's one of the lines of molars. Not really sure what the technical term for it is called, but got a really cool barracuda tooth. That's kind of neat. Barracuda teeth they're kind of like a teardrop profile when you look at them. They're sharp on one end and kind of rounded on the other. So that was a nice Nice fish tooth. That little one. There's a piece of a horse tooth again, just curved. Got a nice little hemipristis. It's broken on one corner, but we don't have to talk about that. This one is not broken on one corner. It's just very nice. I'll keep that. Yep, this was meg root. There's the root here, and that's when the burette or burlette or whatever it's called, that kind of gum line right there. Mako. Meg part. Mako. Rock. Why did I keep this? It's probably a meg. Whatever. Yeah, junk. Junk. This was kind of cool. I know it's like really ugly, but look at, it's actually a megalodon tooth. It's a small one, but I've never seen one that color. And I'm kind of hesitant to even put it in the vinegar because I don't know what color it'll turn. But the enamel kind of stayed natural on there, which is really weird. I don't know. That's really cool. I might hold off on that one. I don't want to change colors. There's another meg. Just megalodons everywhere. And not a full one. Meg. Mako. There's a nice little Mako. It's chipped on the corner. It's okay. This is a very small Mako, but very cute. I like it a lot.
So many people down here get turned away. It's ridiculous.
It's a nice little tiger shark tooth. It's pretty nice. Bloop. This would have been a really cool, really big hemipristis if it was whole. It's not. Both corners are broken off of it, but it's really sharp, really jagged. Let's see if I can get it to even. I don't think I can even get it to. Oh yeah, focus on my hangnail, but not the tooth. Whatever. Okay, teeth. Now look at this hemipristis. It's got like a really cool color to it, but the enamel's all chipped off of it. There's another corner of a meg. Another snaggletooth. But yeah, the rest are just, you know, they're nice teeth. But they're not megs, so what can you do? Nothing, I mean, nothing crazy. I do have to get, these are a lot of these pieces I don't think I'm going to keep. Might as well clean them anyway. They're all going in there. Yep. There's a Mako. Boink. 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 I don't know what that was, but I don't know why I keep it. Anyway, I would have to say that other than those two really, really big pieces, I do have a star of the show. It's not actually going to get cleaned because it doesn't need to.
I was like, yeah. Yeah, he's an ass. He's a compulsive liar. Yeah.
And it's almost perfect. This Mako tooth. It's not the size of a meg, but it's a very nice little Mako tooth. It is a bottom jaw tooth because it's long and skinny. As far as the larger, sorry, I just now saw your question. I can try it, but it is almost like rock, and I would really like to at some point, especially some of these horse teeth. I would really like to slice them and see what they look like the Labyrinthian kind of molars that they have, but they can be really brittle too. So I'm worried that if I'm going to slice them and everything, that they might fall apart. However, I've had really good results with the turtle shell. So this turtle shell, like just the edge. It's probably a tortoise, honestly, but they usually come in little pairs like that, the little sections. And I think this might be part of the bottom. Yeah, I love this Mako tooth, and the fact that the root is a tan color. I call it, I don't know, South Beach or whatever, because normally you get them and the root's like black, right? But this is just a really, really neat, and it only got lighter as it dried out. The colors are amazing. They're like green, blue, and it's very sharp still. It's like a knife. You'd never guess that it's been underwater for millions of years. So this is going to go into the Pride box. my other Prides, and I can't wait to go again. I am ready to go all the time. If I could afford it, I'd go every weekend. Because you get stuff like this, and you get stuff like, those other ones that, I'm perfectly happy to get. I don't even care that they're broken or small or just being under there. And I got a really cool experience with this seahorse. It must have been like a big seahorse. And I got it to wrap around my little finger. It was really cool. So, all right. That's all I wanted to show. Just, here's a comparison from what the Makos I usually find is about this big. And that's a nice Mako there. That's another bottom jaw Mako. See if I can find a... this one's a upper, but it's broken, so it's hard to tell. I'm trying to just demonstrate. This is an upper here. Obviously they're different sizes, but the shape of them is more triangular, I guess, with a wider base. Not as long as skinny, because these are meant to, stab and hold, and then these are supposed to, saw back and forth or whatever. But the same thing goes with the megalodon teeth. You can find ones that are bottom jaw and top jaw, but they vary so much in size that I have a hard time telling the difference. If I had two of them together, I could probably tell you which one was the top jaw, which one was the bottom jaw. But as far as these ones, I don't know. I really need to revamp my Etsy. The Meg movie is coming out soon, so I need to start putting stuff up there. I wonder if this was the gum line right there, that white spot. The white line around it. I don't know enough about sloth teeth. I know shark's teeth, but not so much sloth teeth. I know what a sloth tooth looks like because I've picked one up before. They must have like a figure 8. No, I haven't. But as far as, the teeth go, they're so easy just to wrap with wire or cord, and they're so old. I don't think I really need to drill them. I've seen people drill them before, and I mean, you could, but they're so old. I mean, I just wouldn't want to. I feel kind of bad damaging them, I guess, after so many millions of years. But what's cool is the Paleo Indians would actually do that. So you can find ones that have holes in them already. The Paleo Indians would actually wear them, and then you also put them in weapons. The museum up in Gainesville has actually, it almost looks like a cricket bat, and it's got, let's see, where's my tiger shark's teeth? It's got a bunch of these tiger shark teeth, white ones, so they're fresh. Kind of all around the outside of the bat, like a saw, just wound in there with twine or whatever. And they actually used them as weapons, but they also wore them So it was really cool to see some examples in the museum of ones that had been drilled through and then just hung as a necklace. As far as those big megalodon teeth go, sometimes they use them, you know, as scrapers and other things because they're so sharp. I mean, this one here, what is that piece that is long red and brown near your little finger? Oh, this right here is a slug. It's something that I found in one of my dives. This one. I'm not going to clean them because I think they look really cool, all patinaed. And this one was a big one. That's hit something, so. So I got 3 of those. You find them sometimes in Venice. Oh, slugs. Let's see, these are kind of drying out a little bit. So this is the whale tooth. You can see those rings around them like a horn. Yeah, they're bullets. Okay. And I really do need to figure out what this thing is. It's so weird. I'm pretty sure it is a whale tooth, but I don't know what this top part is. Was that the root, or is that the part that was sticking out? Or I think that's the root. I have no idea what this is. Is that like a capsule or something? I know it's a tooth of some sort because it's got enamel on it. But anyway, this was really the one I wanted to show off because it is a keeper, that's for sure. I've been playing with it all day. I literally had it in my pocket when I took it to work. It feels nice. It could be a horn. I can't see why not.
Yeah, I listened to Joe Rogan
It's got,
2-3 times.
I don't know what, I don't know. I think generally the consensus is that it's a whale tooth, but it looks really weird to me. Yeah, all this is my last dive clay. Well, the one before Sunday. The one that I put everything in the vinegar I took out. And this one was from Sunday with Mike. It was really nice. Mako. I didn't even have to clean this one. This one is literally, it came out of the water looking like this, so. I'm trying to get that. Here we go. I'm trying to get it to focus on the coloration. Yeah. It's like a satin. I know I had a lot of fun when I played with seahorses, and there were tarpon out there, sea turtles, dolphins, all sorts of stuff. Okay, well, I have bragged all I am going to brag, and I think it's time to go make some dinner because I just got off work not too long ago and I'm hungry. So I got everything filled up there. I just gotta fill it up with that vinegar, and hopefully we will see how pretty everything looks when I pull it out. And I'll give it a few days and probably post another thing if anybody wants to come back. But anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go put this somewhere safe, and hopefully it does not get broken while I have it, which would be a shame and actually kind of likely, knowing my luck. Thank you. Bye.